Today the game is Columbia Cougars versus Belleville Buccaneers. Christian, what do you think of this game before we kick off?
It's a very interesting matchup for the Cougars. They 3-3 right now. They dropped their last 3, but they've been able to make it through this season and make a full 6-game season, as we've seen around the state of New Jersey. A lot of teams have not been able to have a full season, but the Cougars are sitting here today to take on Belleville, and Belleville, another solid season coming in 2-3. So very interesting matchup. We'll see what these teams can do.
Yeah, for sure. I think that, this is the last game of the season, I believe, for both these teams, and because of that, you want to show out. This is kind of like your semi-senior night here, and because of that, the Cougars are going to want to come out and win this football game. But on the other side, you got a Belleville team who's not just going to roll over. So it should be a great game. I'm intrigued to see how, because it's a cold night, if both teams decide more to go heavy running the football, or if they decide to air it out a little bit.
A lot of excitement coming into this game on both sides, like you said, and it's very cold up here right now, out here in Maplewood. But we can see our WSU studios from right over there, and we thank you for joining us right now as these things are about to get underway against the Cougars and the Bucks.
For sure, for sure. So the coin toss just got flipped, I believe, and teams are retreating back to their sidelines. We have not gotten word who won the coin toss yet, though. However, both teams look to be very excited about the game, obviously. Doesn't love some football, high school football, great tradition. Think of this game like the Thanksgiving game. You're not going to have another one likely, so this is your Thanksgiving Day game. This is who's going to eat the turkey. Who is Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth going to bring the turkey out on the field today?
I can't wait to see him. It's going to be Kai Arrington. He's been red hot coming in at quarterback for this Cougars team, and when he can get the ball out there on the field and get his feet moving, one of the fastest players on the team, and he can sling it too as well.
For sure. The senior, it's like we said, senior night basically. So we'll see how they do. We'll see how they do as Columbia is now taking the field, and so is Belleville. Belleville looks like they will be kicking off here. Returning for Columbia looks to be Michael Keynes. Kicking off for Belleville is, one second, number 12, and we don't have him on the roster here. This is unfortunate. All right, then. Number 12. No, I don't know who this guy is. Anyway, here we go. Whistle's blown. Belleville running up to kick the football off. But Squibb kicked. It looked like an onside kick almost. Onside kick going to the 30, and it goes out of bounds. So Columbia will take over around the 30-yard line. Looks like it's going to be the 26th. So the 26th?
Just about right at the 34.
34. I was way off. Wow.
Is when they went out. But we already saw in pregame some kicking troubles, and it already starting off.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if that was designed kick or what.
Let's see what the Cougars can do right now.
Cougars lined up on the right. No, it's going to move back to the 30 now. Still on the right hash. They're going from our left to right. Kai Harrington in the gun. We got two guys next to him. Looks like there's still some confusion here. Two wide receivers set here. Harrington takes a snap, hands it off, and he's stuffed right away.
Great defensive penetration by the Bucks there. Number 18 able to get him down for almost no gain. Terrence Folks already making his name known.
Steve Henry got the first carry there for Columbia. And now 2nd and 10. 11 minutes, 30 seconds left in this game. Cougar ball on the 31. Once again, this time 3 wide receivers set. 2 backs in the gun with Arrington. Single high look here from Belleville. Screen pass. Here goes Zamir Grove, and he fumbled it. Belleville's pointing that they have it, and it looks like Grove is shaken up on the field, and it looks like, yes, that was a fumble. Grove hit hard, and now Belleville takes over with short field position.
Mark Grove, I mean, we were talking about him pregame, 6'4", 195 pounds. I want to see that out on the open field. He wanted to get physical, lowered the shoulder immediately without making the move, but loses the ball. Now the Bucks are in great position on their first possession.
For sure. Anthony Cecere is in at quarterback. Not I formation, one running back. Handoff. And he's tackled. Great defense there by the Cougars to stuff him before he gets to scrimmage. That is, I believe, did you see the number for the running back there?
Couldn't quite see, but once again, these teams are trying to establish the run early. Like you said, Joe, cold night, but nothing there so far. That's going to be a loss of 2. See what they can do here on second down.
2nd and 13 here. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Running back is James Cook Jr. They give it a little trap play. He's at the middle. There he goes. A great play. He almost gets to a first down. And a great pulling trap play there by Belleville to spring the first down.
Huge hole there for Cook right there. The trap really working. They have the offensive line going one direction and right up the gut.
Play there. Great play for Belleville. And now they really have that's a play that's big. You want to enforce your will as a football team. 1st and 10 here on the 24. They have what looks to be a fullback in there here. See if they give it back to James Cook Jr. Here's the snap. Cook Jr., great block from the fullback, but he gets stuffed at the 21-yard line. Forward progress, get into the 20.
A lot of good runs right now by Cook. Able to pick up 5 right there. And like you said, the fullback able to get him sprung right there.
Great sealing block there from the fullback as well. He really sealed that outside linebacker coming in trying to make a tackle. But that block let James Cook Jr. get that 3-yard gain. Once again with the fullback in there. Can't see the number as of right now. Snap. Play action fake. Here comes the blitz. Penalty flag thrown and incomplete. We'll see what the flag is on here. Anthony Cersei was running for his life there. It looks like this is going to be holding.
He had to get out of the pocket quick as 3 Cougars are right there with him in the backfield after that play action fake.
Yeah, it looked like the Cougars were running a bull rush there just to try to stop that run and blow it up. And when he rolled out on that boot, he had no protection. So now the ball is on the 34-yard line.
We're going to try to go back to Cook, he maybe, but on 2nd and 19, kind of rough. A lot of yards to pick up for Belleville that was gifted the ball on the Cougar side of the 50.
Exactly. Now they're right back to where they started. They're motioning here. Hand off to number 15, who is, let me check, that 15 is not on here either.
Big time tackle by the Cougars, able to upend them for no gain. This is going to be a lot to pick up for the Belleville Bucks right here.
For sure. 3rd and 19. You're going to almost have to air it out. So we'll see what happens here. 15 comes out of the game.
They tried to get that trickeration, getting that motion from 15 to get in the backfield, but the Cougars were having absolutely none of that.
Cesari's lined up in the gun. James Cook Jr. is out to his left. Takes a snap. Big rush screenplay here. And he's tackled right away. That is Tobias Lopez on the reception, but he only gets maybe a yard here. So now you're at a 4th and 18. You got to decide what to do from the 32. Do you go for it? Do you punt it? Do you kick the field goal? What would you do here, Christian?
Right here, I would punt it, try to pin them back. You got the quick stop on that first possession for the Cougars, but it looks like Belleville's going to go for it, and I don't fault them at all. You're knocking on the door of the red zone, and maybe things can air out for them.
Watch a pooch punt here. Watch a pooch punt. See if they do that here. And there's a false start on the play before the snap. What looks like false start.
They might
I might have
get
been.
Cougars for the jump. Looking at the ump here. Yeah, it's going to be an encroachment.
Wait, no, everyone's backing up.
No,
false
now
start.
it's false start.
Tried to trick us out there. But either way, now you gotta think it's got to be a punt here, right?
I say you still go for it. You're on the Cougars side of the 50. Might as well see what can happen here on 4th and 23.
No, it looks like they're bringing out the kicking unit, I think.
For the best. I mean, 4th and a quarter of the field doesn't look so great.
Nicholas Franco is back to kick here. He's going to be punting the ball for Belleville.
A little commotion
4th
here.
and 23.
Coaches
and it looks like that looks like, is that going to be a false start or encroachment? And encroachment. So now you're back to where you started on 4th down. 4th and 18 again. So do you now switch back out for your offense, or do you still go for the punt?
No, you still punt here and pin them back deep.
Michael Caines is still back there for the Cougars, Columbia Cougars. And maybe this was a pooch punt altogether to begin with. A bad snap. He punts it. And that's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. So Columbia will start off 20-yard line. We'll come back out. We are back here after that short break. Columbia's back on offense. Belleville's back on defense. And remember what happened last time. First and 10, 6 minutes, 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ball on the 20 to start for Columbia.
Cougars able to escape that mishap from their first possession.
Arrington gives it to Caines. Caines on a reverse there. A little bit of a jet sweep action for Caines and the Cougars. But he stopped around the 21. So that's just a 1-yard gain there.
Like the initial motion by the Cougars there, trying to get this Belleville team caught off guard by getting it to the speedy Caines, but couldn't get anything on that run.
No, they couldn't. And now they're on the right hash. 2nd and 9, 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go on the 21-yard line. Score is 0-0 still. Belleville Cougars for those who are just joining us. In at quarterback for Columbia is Kai Arrington. He's in the gun. 3 wide receivers set, 2 running backs. 1 to his left, 1 to his right. Running the ball right here is number 19, Steve Henry. Henry finds the outside. Henry to the 30. Henry to the 35, and he gets tackled out of bounds. Great hard running from Henry.
There was a great jump off the edge by Belleville, but kind of got them out of position as the tackle was able to seal out the outside, and right up that hole was the Cougars able to attack.
That was a gang tackle there by the Buccaneers. The Bucs, no one could really stop Henry. A little bit Derrick Henry-esque, if we're a comparison there. Had a bunch of guys trailing him, and they had to get 3 or 4 guys to take him to the ground.
Steve Henry at 5'9". I don't know if he's so much of a Derrick Henry, but great run right there. Great run right there.
For sure. Here's the snap. Run again. This time, it's Charles Obiago, and there he goes. 40-30, 35, 25, 20, 20-yard line. And what a run there by Obiago. They're running from the gun. They're running a somewhat similar to a little mid-trap play. But there he is once again, another big run for the Cougars.
Brian DeSources was able to save that touchdown because, oh, man, was he moving. If he doesn't make that tackle, he's still dancing in the end zone.
Absolutely, and that's what the speed of the Cougars has. They have 3 guys who really can run the ball. You got Caines, you have obviously just lost the number. You obviously have Henry, and you obviously have Obiagu. So one of those 3 guys can all have it. And there's a run again, this time outside. This is going to the 10-5 touch. No, at the 1-yard line. That's a run there for number 15. I don't know if that's the right number, but they're at the 1-yard line here. And right now you expect them to check that. That's Steve Henry again out of the backfield. Steve Henry, another great run here. And right now, Belleville is enforcing their will. 0-0 game, 5 minutes, 8 seconds left in the first down, 2-yard line.
the Cougars are getting off the tackle. 3 straight big runs from that. Let's see what Aaron can do here.
Back in the gun, 3 wide receiver set. Handoff up the middle, pushing, a lot of shoving. Chance Frost got the run there, and it looks like he got stopped short. Looks like on the 1. They're bringing the power back, Chase Frost, and he just can't get through.
Both of the backs kind of colliding into each other on that run, and the Bucks able to hold up, get a stop here, but on 2nd and goal, Cougars knocking on the door.
For sure. Here we go, 2nd and 1. 4 minutes, 28 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 0-0 score. This is the second drive of the game. 2 running backs set. Looks like maybe one fullback. Kai Arrington sneaks it. Did he fumble the football? That ball, no, he just that was not a very good QB sneak there.
First snap for Arrington under center there tonight, and he couldn't quite hold on to it, and would have been able to sneak it right in there, but couldn't hold on to the football. But at least they're still holding on to it for 3rd and goal.
For sure, 3rd and 1, and you got to think, if they don't get in here, 2 go for it. 3rd and 1.
Well, Belleville didn't do anything on that first possession, and of course, the Cougars coughed up the ball on their first possession, so you want to take advantage here.
Now they got a fullback in. Henry playing the fullback position. They go. Henry gets the ball. Stuffed at the goal line. Let's see what they call it. Fullback dive there, and it looks like they're going to mark him at the 1-inch line. 4th and 1. 4th and really an inch, if we're gonna be honest here. And this is high intensity right here. Let's see what they do.
I thought Henry was in there for sure from where I'm standing, but the ref has a better sight, and we'll stay in here for 4th and goal.
So, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. 0-0 score between Belleville and Columbia High School. Once again, they have an I formation. Henry as the fullback, and it looks like Obiagu as the tailback, and the QB sneak touchdown. Was that a QB sneak?
Yep.
That was a QB sneak. Arrington gets in for the score. It took him 4 tries, but there we go. Cougars up 6-0 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
Arrington able to hold on to that snap and got a great push from his offensive line, able to push back the Buccaneers defense to easily fall in for a touchdown.
Now they're out to kick the extra point here to see if they could take a 7-0 lead. High snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. Columbia Cougars lead in the first quarter, 7-0 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Interesting to note, no pass plays on that drive.
I mean, when you're able to spring off 30-yard runs left and right going off the tackle, why do you need to go back to the offense? And I know all those running backs are, give me the ball, I'm ready to go.
And you know that offensive line loves that, enforcing their will. And now we saw the first drive for Belleville. They weren't really able to get that much running game going. They weren't really able to get anything going when they got gifted great field position. And now they're going to have to take a kickoff.
Yeah, they couldn't take advantage of it on their first offensive possession as they had the ball on the Cougars' side of the 50. But they're still looking towards their running back, see if they can establish that run in James Cook. Or maybe you start looking for Anthony Searcy to start slinging it.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you need to have offense, and especially when your defense gets gashed like that, you need to be able to respond to that. You can't let them get the ball back, and have a chance to do that exact same thing. You saw Henry and Obiagu really go insane on the ground. They had no answers, and if you can't score or at least get a field goal here and sustain a drive, there's a lot to go. So here's the kick, Columbia. Good kick. This one's going to get over the head. Returning the ball. And stopped at the 20-yard line is Najee Harris. Harris is back there to take the kick. He didn't really get too much with it. But again, it's as if it would have been a touchdown.
Almost disaster. Goes right off his hands. He's able to get back on it, pick up a couple more yards, and now the Bucs are going to be set up right outside the 15.
Yep. Here we go, 1st and 10 on the 20. 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Columbia Cougars are home here. and the Cougars are winning 7-0. So we'll see what happens. Once again, it looks like Belleville is out there with a formation with a fullback and a running back. Here's the snap, handoff. Here he goes, run, and he stopped pretty short. It looks like a 3 or 4 yard gain there for Belleville.
Cougars not afraid of the pass right now. Cover 0 right there, no safety, and able to stop the run with all their men around in the box.
Now, 2nd and 5 yard gain there. So not a bad run first. We'll see what Belleville schemes up here. Cersei under center again. Najee Harris, the lead back. Tailback, I should say. He got fullback in there. It was working well first drive. Here Collins once again the run. Najee Harris gets to the outside, breaks a tackle, gets the first down, and he plows forward even more. What a tough, hard-nosed running football there from Najee Harris.
Yeah, he's able to get his head down and going for both teams right now. Belleville's kind of moving the ball.
And it's a cold day, and we'll see if this is run to set up play action later on in the game. I went over to the sideline to get the call. But, I mean, again, it's a cold day here. We'll see if they just continue to run the football.
Cold night, as you said, but there's a lot of fans here. Good amount of families to watch this matchup.
There. It looked like he was looking to hand the ball off to James Cook Jr., but instead the ball went to Brent Rojas.
And as soon as Rojas got the ball, there was a Cougar right there to bring him down. Great defensive penetration right there.
And we've seen the Cougar defensive line really show up today. They've been doing a great job of providing pressure to the quarterback when Cersei tries to get outside and tries to make a play. Once again, they have Cook Jr. in as the tailback. Hand off to him. It's a block from Rojas. Stiff arm, but no. A tackle there by number 6, Tristan Reynolds. A beautiful play to blow up the play from behind. And now it's 3rd and 11 with 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
Reynolds able to shed the block of the tackle. Standing at only 5'10", 150 pounds, able to make that move and bring down James Cook.
Clock is running now. Anthony Cesari back in at quarterback. He's been there. He's coming from the sideline. You got to run a play quick here. You got 20 seconds left in this half. In the gun, 3rd and 16 from the 31. Cougars are leading 7-0. Doesn't look like there's a deep safety here for the Cougars. Motion man. Hand off to Cook Jr., and Cook Jr. is going to get stopped. The 30-yard line. Gang tackle. Couldn't get past that D lineman. And as of that, we are heading to the second quarter with the Cougars up 7-0. We will be back shortly. We are back here in the second quarter. Cougars are up 7-0 as Belleville will be punting. But before we start, let's turn it over to Matt for our first quarter break intermission update.
That was it was a tale of two drives for Columbia. You had the first drive where they had that fumble, and it was not a good drive at all. But I mean, that second drive, they just went completely down the field and did a very good job. And they kind of almost didn't even score at the end, but they scored on 4th down, they converted, and everything went pretty well. But Columbia has been playing very well, and their defense has been very good as well. So we'll see what Belleville does. Belleville has done decent on their run game. I don't think they've passed it yet. So we're just kind of waiting for him to pass it, but they have kind of smaller receivers. But their running game's been okay, but Columbia's just done a pretty good job of handling it so far, and let's see if they're going to be able to handle it for the rest of the game.
Great point that you brought up about the receivers. Looking at the roster right there, there's a couple 5'3", 5'6", but they have some speed on that offense. We'll see if they can get the ball to them, see what happens.
Definitely.
And here we are, second quarter here. Belleville about to punt. You got Michael Caines back there to receive for the Cougars, for Columbia High School. He's on he's basically on the Columbia 40 right now. Seems like there's something going on with the refs right now. Maybe some confusion. Still, it looks like the chains seem to be the problem right now. Chain gang seems to be the problem.
Still trying to figure that one out. Big discussion on the Belleville sideline. But great to hear from Matt, a freshman here. A senior here in the area. Arizona State, if you're listening, holla at your boy.
For sure. Good luck at college, man. And here is the punt. And it looks like we got the punt. And this punt is not bad. It's going to be a little bit short, though, and it's going to take a Cougar bounce. And Belleville's going to down it around the 49. Maybe midfield, actually, over this spot. There's now a chance for Columbia to increase the lead.
Columbia almost getting back there to block. Coaches thought that they could force that, but they'll take the ball at the 48 here.
And for Columbia, they really have been only running the football this half. Like Matt said, they've only thrown the ball once. So that screenplay got blown up in the fumble. So let's see. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I would say. First and 10 on the 48, 11:51 left in the second quarter. Three wide receiver set, handoff, and he gets a hole. And he's going, he breaks the tackle. There he goes. Steve Henry, all the way from scrimmage, makes a few guys miss. And once again, Derrick Henry-esque makes a few guys miss. And right there, Columbus 13-0. What a play. They've been running it out of the gun all game long.
Great vision from Henry right there. He had a guard pulling and able to cut back towards the middle. And he just scampered right up the right sideline for another Cougar touchdown. Great run there.
And right now, Columbia is just forcing their will. You have to respect it. And if you're Belleville, you really got to make a change soon. Here's for the extra point. Good snap. Good kick. And it's up and good. 14-0 in favor of Columbia Cougars. 11 minutes, 38 seconds left. And what a play. First play of the second quarter for Columbia. They are up big. And now Belleville, it's time for them to really step up here.
Joe, we were talking about it. This Cougars offense can put up numbers in a flash. They have so much speed, and Henry showed it right there, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it from another Cougar later on in this game.
For sure, and you got to think here, if they can't stop the run, how are they going to win the football game? Because it's not like they're getting a little 3 yards in the cloud of dust consistently, right? They're just breaking big, long runs, and that's just exhausting for defenses. And you can only think they're also going to add those short plays later on. And I thought personally that when Belleville brought it to fourth down, I thought that was a sign of encouragement. You stopped their running game real close. It took them 4 plays from the 1 yard line to get in. But obviously, that didn't matter at all because Henry just housed them right there.
Looking at the Belleville defense, those last 8 plays or so, you had one 20-yard run, a 30-yard run, and now just a 50-plus yard run that they're giving. So they definitely need to figure something out and not letting those running backs get out there off the tackle.
And here we are, 11 minutes, 38 seconds left. 14-0 in favor of the Columbia Cougars over the Belleville Buccaneers. Here's the kickoff to give the ball back to Belleville. It's going, squib kick. Najee Harris will receive it, but it goes off his chest. It's going back to the 10, to the 4, to the 3. Tackled at the 3 yard line. What a play. What great kick coverage there from Columbia.
Kickoffs that Belleville has taken so far, and they can't handle it out of the air. They are not able to pull it, and now they're going to be back up down at the 3 to start this drive, and you're already down 2 touchdowns. Let's see what they can do here.
And Columbia's been employing a cover zero now to stop Cook Jr. on the runs. And not Cook Jr. Was it Cook Jr.?
Cook Jr.
Cook Jr. on the runs. If he's going to be able to get it, he's going to. Everyone knows they're going to run the football here. They're not throwing the football. So it's really going to be a matter of which line wins, the defensive line or the offensive line.
Backed up near your own end zone. And the running game has been the best part of the offense so far. See if Cook Jr. can figure something out.
Cesare talking to Cook Jr. Here it is. 2 wide receivers lined up to the right. We're going left to right here. 14-0. First down. Handoff. And he's stuffed at the 1-yard line. Oh, what a great defensive play by the Cougars. Cook Jr. couldn't get his head of steam, and he got stuffed. Outside linebackers coming in, crash in to stop him.
The Belleville Bucks running out of room to breathe. And this defensive line of the Cougars have been getting a number of tackles for losses. And they are knocking on the door of a safety right now. And if they can do that, the sideline will be fired up for the Cougars.
2nd and 12, 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Home team Columbia Cougars up 14-0 on the visiting Belleville Buccaneers. Cook Jr.'s in the backfield. Series under center. Here's the snap. Handoff. He gets to the outside. Cook Jr. outside the sideline, and he gets decked outside by Owen McGuffrey. Lays the hammer on Cook Jr. around the 16, 17 yard line.
Big ton from Cook Jr. right there, able to get out to the sideline and right up there and get a scamper out to the 20.
And that is a huge play there to get some breathing room. That's what they needed. They risked it there. But they said, we want to run outside because we don't trust our offensive line inside right now. And their trap plays worked early on in the game. It seemed like they tried to run something very similar to that. First and 10 here on the 17. Cesarine at quarterback. In the gun here. Here's the handoff. No. Play action fake. And he just floats that one out. Not near on target. Intended receiver is Brent Rojas.
Cesare was quick under pressure on that play action. But I like the play call there. You've been so successful on the run to get the defense going one way, go back the other way. But Cesare couldn't connect on that pass, and that was because of the quick defensive line coming in.
And if he hits that, Rojas might be gone. There was not many people in that area. So, 2nd and 10 here on the 17. Cougars up 14-0. Cesare retakes his place under center here, not in the gun this time. Here's the run outside again. Cook Jr. This time he gets stuffed, gang tackled there. And number 52, Chris Bird, came in and finished that play by really a stand-up tackle right there, almost like Ray Lewis looking like a hit stick right there.
Cook immediately met by the Cougars right there. And like you said, when one red hat gets there, another one soon will find them.
And now it's 3rd and 7, 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 7 once again. We'll see what they dial up here, and they really need assists, and Belleville really needs to sustain a drive right now. Cesare's under center. Got a tight end, a fullback, a tailback, and 2 wide receivers. They decide to action pick, turns got it in the air, and it's picked off. Tip drill play right there, and it looks like they're still fighting for the football, but there he rolls out to his left, and it's picked off by, let's see who came up with it.
I believe it was Tristan Reynolds, number 6, the DB coming in off of the tip.
What a play. And they just rolled out. There wasn't any blockers. The D-line were unblocked and and Cesare had nowhere to throw it because he couldn't see anything. He was surrounded by red jerseys.
Yeah, Cesare, 6 foot, but still couldn't get over that defensive line. And I mean, this Cougars defensive line has been getting into the backfield at will all night so far in the second quarter.
That is true. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line, 14 in favor of Columbia Cougars. They're in the gun here with their 2 running back set. That's what they do here. Hand off to Henry. Henry stumbles, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and he got to the 1. Did he get in? No. They're going to mark him short. It looks like on the 1-yard line.
Henry lost the ball there, Joe.
He lost the football. Wow. And what a way to turn the ball right over. Good eye, Christian. I did not see that at all.
I mean, Henry was able to get right down there to the one. He was breaking tackles left and right, but Belleville able to make the heads-up play, punch that ball out, and as you know, if the ball goes out of the end zone, out of bounds, that's a touchback Belleville ball. I mean, Cougars, that you're about to go up 21-0. Just don't cough up the football. Tough scene, but Belleville right back in action, and you can get back in this game.
Easily. That just gives them life here. And that defense, you have some players playing on offense on that defense. You got now their heads are down. You made a great play, and you can't, and you turn the ball over your first time. This is a chance for Belleville really to get back in this football game, just like you said, Christian.
Well, that's 2 missed opportunities. The Cougars had that fumble early on to set up Belleville in Cougar possession. And now that interception from Belleville setting up the Cougars in the red zone, and they can't score either.
No, they could not. And now, looks like something is going on here. 9 minutes,
Looks
36
like it's a
seconds.
timeout to figure things out. Looked like Belleville was a little bit confused there.
Yeah, I mean, when you're doing a quick change of teams out there with defense to offense like that, that causes confusion, and it makes sense why you want to call timeout, get your guys under control, and say, hey, we're still at 14-0 in this game, but there's still a lot of time left. There's 9 minutes, 36 seconds left in the second quarter left to go, so we'll see what happens.
The Bucs need to score on this drive here, Joe. You haven't had a lot of momentum, but you're able to get the ball back by a gift from the Cougars. And if they can't score here, the momentum is full still in the Cougars' hands.
And they haven't been able to get – the only time they were on the Cougars' 50-yard line or further in the Cougars' zone was when they got that fumble. Other than that, they've done nothing on offense.
See if they can flip the script here, and they're still going to ride the bell cow, James Cook.
2 wide receivers set. No, 1 wide receiver set. Then they get it outside, and he's tackled for a loss. 58 once again in there. David Fadell has been great on the defensive line so far.
Can't get anywhere going on this side of the ball for Belleville. That defensive line is absolutely getting after it. They're able to set the edge, turn Cook back, and Belleville was right there for him.
2nd and 14 here. Cougars, not the Cougars, check that. Buccaneers have the ball. 2 wide receivers here, a fullback and a running back. Cook gets the ball, and he gets stuffed. Number 54, Justin Anderson, blows that play up and basically throws Cook Jr. down.
Joe, that one hurt me. Man, he was able to get right back in there, and Cook is smacked. Cook has taken a lot of hits so far in this first half. Big.
And when you're looking at this right now, they've been running that trap stretch play basically the entire game. It has worked. Don't get me wrong. It has worked. But the Cougars know it's coming. You got to think maybe run a counter or something. It looks like Cessary's in the gun. 4 wide receivers. Cook Jr. to his left. Here's the snap. And it's a slant pattern here to number 18. Terrence, the tight end here, brings it in and makes it 4th and 7 here, and they're going to go for it. No, they're not. They're going to punt it.
That was the Bucs' best pickup so far here on offense, and in a passing sighting for the Buccaneers here. Maybe they'll move on to that in their next possession there on offense, but they're going to have to send it back to the Cougars.
Here they are, and Haynes is the guy back to return punts and kicks. Canes, I should say, is back to return punts and kicks for the Cougars. He's lined up on the Belleville 45 right now. Punter for Belleville is lined up on 10. Good snap, but that almost got blocked. This is up, calling for a fair catch is Canes. This one's going to take a Belleville bounce here, and it's going to roll back to the 45. So the Cougars run.
The second punt that the Cougars came almost inches away from getting the block there, but able Belleville to get the punt off, set the Cougars up on their side of the 50.
So 7 minutes, 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Second quarter is much slower moving than the first quarter here, but Columbia Cougars are still up 14-0. They have the ball here. 1 running, 3 wide receivers here. That running back is,
Looks like it's still Henry out there, even though he had the fumble.
yes, sir. And I mean, I don't really blame him for the way he's been playing. They give it. No, that's a quarterback. And there it goes. That was Kai Arrington, I believe, taking that run.
Arrington, I've been excited to see him all night. We haven't been able to call his name that much so far, as it's been a full running effort right there. And Kai Arrington showing off the legs that he has.
And now you really have 3 or 4 running threats now if you're the Cougars. And that's great to have when you're on that. And they're back to their 2 running back look. They're playing from the gun. 3 wide receivers out here. Arrington taking the snap. Here it goes. Handoff here. Up the middle is Canes. Canes got to the ball, and he stays up. No! He broke out of a tackle, but still was able to really just move sideways for a few yards. Now the ball is on around the 23-yard line.
So many weapons there in the backfield. You don't know what they're going to go with. Is it Henry? Is it Canes? Is it Arrington? Canes gets the ball there, and he was immediately up into that second level and making a move on the safety and almost got away there, Joe.
He really did, and if that was, and they really can't stop the run, Belleville. And here it is, 14-0, still 6 minutes, 18 seconds left. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Cougars back in that shotgun with 2 running backs. Handoff here, and he stopped. Oh, no, he got back up, but I think he was ruled down earlier. That was Joseph Holdbrook for the run. It looked like he might have just got back to the line of scrimmage, possibly a loss, and it looks like they're going to spot that at the 25. So a 2-yard loss, making it 2nd and 12 here for the Cougars.
Another piece to that running game. You don't know what they're going to get right there, but they have the 2 running backs set with Kai Arrington at center and 2 running backs to the left and to his right. Triple option is working. I feel like I'm watching Georgia Tech, man.
Yeah, for sure. Georgia Tech or Army. 2nd and 12 here from the 25. Brooks is back out. Holdbrook, I should say, is back out there. He's lined up to the left of Arrington. Handoff. Here he goes up the cut. He gets a ceiling block. Brooks to the 10. He's got 2 guys. Skips past them. And he reaches to the end zone. Fumbles into the end zone, but they're going to rule that down at the 1. Down at the 1. Or did he fumble out of the end zone again?
Looks like they marked him down just before that last stretch, but I think he might have gotten it.
I thought he got that too. I thought he got that as well. Brooks with a great run, and that was a great ceiling block by the wide receiver right there.
Owen McGuffey right there to seal things off. Didn't even have to put his hands on the corner there. All Holdbrook had to do is just go right up his right hip and almost got into the end zone.
So once again, 1st and goal from the 1. This is a familiar scene here for both Columbia and Belleville. See what they do here. They got the I formation with the fullback. And it looks like an offsides there. To me, that looked like an offsides. I didn't see movement from that is offsides on Belleville.
Belleville trying to get a little jump. I mean, you're in close proximity. You can't let the Cougars go up 21 here.
Brooks is the fullback. Canes is the tailback here. Here's the give it to Brooks. Brooks fights, and he's going to be short. He could not get in. Once again, great goal line defense here from Belleville.
They're able to hold the Cougars all the way up until 4th and goal. Let's see if they can make a goal line stop here this time.
And they're really at the 1-inch mark right here. This is insane. Coming into the play here is Jaquil St. Cyr. Coming in, he's going. Looks like he's going to line up outside as a wide receiver. Brooks is the fullback again, and it looks like Canes is the tailback. Under center, 1st and goal, 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's the play, gives it to Brooks again. Brooks pushing the pile. What are they going to rule it? Did he get in? Touchdown, Cougars! Brooks from 1 yard out as the fullback goes in and powers out after a great push from the Cougars offensive line to make it 20-0 with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first half.
When you're just inches from the goal line, you just follow the biggest man on that offensive line and saying, I'm going right behind you. And the Cougars able to find the end zone for the 3rd time tonight.
The senior, Joseph Holdbrook, once again there with the touchdown. They're going up to try to make it 21-0 here. Here's the snap, high snap. Kick is up. That kick is good. 21-0 in favor of the Columbia Cougars. Belleville needs points here before halftime if they want to keep this to be a competitive football game.
3:42 to go. We saw the Bucks able to get a lot of yardage off that slant on 3rd and long in their last drive. Maybe they go back to that, let Cersei kind of sling it around a little bit, but you still have a good running back in James Cook Jr. Try to depend on that running game, but this Cougars defensive line has been getting after it, and they're almost meeting every single run and every single drop back that the Bucks are throwing at them.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to be overly critical here, but to be honest, the coaching staff for Belleville isn't really helping out Anthony Cesare at all. I mean, that man is rolling to his left while his blockers are going out right and facing 3 big Cougar defensive linemen in his face.
It is a tough scene out there, but you hope that Cesare can get some quick throws and able to drop back for something. We have yet to see him just straight drop back. It's been a lot of play action so far whenever he gets out to throw, and that's what led to the interception. But seeing Cesare sling it, we'll see what happens. But I think you can still depend on this running game because James Cook has given you some big-time runs so far.
Here's the kickoff. This one is going to go to Najee Harris. Harris takes the ball. Good fielding this time, and he gets absolutely crushed. And it looked like he almost hit him with an RKO there.
Out of nowhere, Joe. Out of nowhere
is Chase Obiagwu, and it really did look like an RKO. He just came up straight up to him and just pulled him down.
Everyone is fired up here on the Cougar sideline. They're feeling good. They have a little fans here tonight. A lot of families are here, and they're fired up for this Cougars defense right now.
And there's no reason to blame them. 1st and 10 here on the 28-yard line. Cougars with the ball, not Cougars. Belleville with the ball. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left. Cesar to his left, to his right. Check that. It looks like there's too many men on the field right now for Columbia, and maybe they called timeout here to address that.
They look like they were missing a player. We heard the coaches in the box asking for swim, whoever that was. They're missing one player, and Michael Caines just had to go down on the field and take the injury timeout because they were not set up and ready to go there on defense.
And check that on offense. Cooks Jr. is out of the game right now, or is Cooks Jr. lined up as a wide receiver? Anyway, the running back right now is number 15, and I just lost it, Derek Lee. And Lee gets the ball, and he doesn't really do much with it there. And it looks like he might have just got back to the line of scrimmage, if anything. Maybe a yard? Let's see. They mark it 2nd and 10, so no gain there for Lee. And once again, 21-10, 21-0 in favor of the Columbia Cougars. 2nd and 9 here for Belleville as they look to try and crawl their way back into this game.
See what they could do here. James Cook, he might be a little somewhere else, dazed somewhere.
Watch the screen for Najee Harris. Nope. They're big hits. Cesare out. Here he goes. He's running the football. He gets to the 38 maybe, 39. Oh, scramble.
He had to scramble out there on him, but he looked up and he saw a whole bunch of green. He said, I'm going to take this right here for myself, going right up the sideline, able to get a first down.
No, they're going to mark him short. I don't know about that call personally, but I'm not a referee. I'm not on the field. I just got a bird's eye view here. So 3rd and 1 from the 29 here for the Belleville.
The reach wasn't enough there, but let's see if they can pick it up here.
And Derek Lee to Cesare's left in the gun. 4 wide receivers out here for Belleville. They hand it off. Up middle, and no, he's stuffed. And that's going to be stopped for forward progress for a loss of yards. And once again, David Fadhill meets the running back in the backfield.
Great jump right there by Chance Frost, the linebacker. He was able to time up the blitz, knowing that on 3rd and 1, Belleville was going to go for that run there. And that blew things up and able to back clean up for number 54, who's having a great game right now, Dustin Anderson.
And personally, I don't know why you're running from the gun on 3rd and 1. I don't know why you don't bring in your power set and you pound it forward. But Again, I'm not a coach. 4th and 6 for Belleville. They're going to be punting. Once again, it's Michael Keynes back to receive the punt. He's on about the 42-yard line. Now he's marching back to the 40. Let's see if they can get the block here. No block. Punt is up in the air. It's going to land short, bouncing, and it takes a Belleville bounce. And this is going to roll all the way out to the 39-yard line.
I would say special teams have been kind of solid. The punting game got a good distance on that, especially for college, able to flip the field just like that. That's something valuable for that team.
That is. And we'll see how, with 1 minute and 35 seconds left, Columbia Cougars decide to attack this. And will they go continue their hard-nosed, tough running football game? Or will they try to air it out here with Kai Arrington?
Arrington, limited attempts of thrown so far. And I mean, Joe, they've been able to...
why throw the football when you're getting about 20 yards carry?
They're able to break one from any moment, but with 135, you're up 21. Safest thing to do is just keep things on the ground.
I would agree 100%. And it looks like there's only one high safety here for Belleville. They're going to run the football. Keynes gets the ball. Keynes out in the middle. There he goes. Up the sideline. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 20, 20, 20, 15, 5, touchdown. Michael Keynes out of the shotgun. What a run. What a run. And they're just absolutely destroying it on the ground right here.
Keynes showing off the burners right now. There goes that man again. Getting dance right there. But I mean, for Belleville, that was the one thing you can't let up right now. And Keynes able to get out to the sideline and track speed and able to take that one 60-plus yards.
In a matter of about 15 seconds, this went from a 21-20 game to a 27-20 game in favor of Columbia Cougars. And now they're out to try to extend the lead to 28-20, 28-0 with about a minute and 22 seconds left. Here's the snap. The hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 28-0. Columbia over Belleville right now. Minute and 22 seconds left.
Hard to regroup here. Hopefully they can get something set up, at least get some points here on the board. But with 1:22 to go, Belleville is looking kind of rough. But going into halftime, able to regroup and able to say, how can we stop this running game right there? I mean,
I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can. They're trying to pound the box. Again, they're going one safety high. Everyone else is on the box. It is in the box. A lot of defensive linemen. Yet, doesn't matter if it's Henry. Doesn't matter if it's Obiagwu. Doesn't matter if it's Keynes. Doesn't matter if it's Holdbrook. They're just bursting runs out of that shotgun formation.
The Cougars are just kind of beating the Bucks to their spot right now, and the speed is kind of shown on this Cougars team. And for Belleville, you have to try to turn them back inside, and you can't give them the sideline anymore.
No, you cannot. As now the Cougars are ready to kick off. And so far this game, Belleville has not been doing great on fielding kickoffs. So this is something to note. Najee Harris is once again back there to return. In addition is Brent Rojas. As here's the kickoff with 1 minute and 22 seconds left to go in the half. Combs runs up and he boots it. Somewhat of a squibber kick, but not really. Line drive. Here comes Najee Harris up to the 30, and he gets stuffed. Three Columbia Cougars there just smash into him and drag him down at around the 34-yard line.
Setting the Bucks up there at the 33 with 1:15 to go. But the red-hot hitting of the Cougars right now is getting everyone fired up there on the sideline. It seems that almost every kickoff, a Buccaneer is getting met and viciously.
And here we go, 1st and 10, minute 15 left to go in the second quarter. Ball on the 34. Columbia Cougars are beating the Belleville Buccaneers 28-0. We've been saying it all game. I guess it's over at this point. You never know, but if they want to mount a comeback, you got to put points here. To have at least a field goal. 28-3, that is a dangerous number.
Crazier things have happened, but let's see what the Bucks can lock into. And we already got a whistle here.
Looks like
Delay a game. Coming from a kickoff, that's one of the flags. How can you take that right there? The play was coming in a little bit late to the quarterback and set things out to back him up just a little bit more, make things a little bit harder to put points on the board.
So now 1st and 15 from the 29 for the Belleville Buccaneers. Cessery's at quarterback. And it looks like they got James Cook Jr. back in the backfield here this drive. Here it is. Snap. Great rush. Deep pass here. And it's going to be incomplete. Targeting number 7, Brian Dessler, it says.
He had his man down the middle, just a little bit behind him. If he had moved it a little bit towards the middle, he had his man beat, and he could still be running, Joe.
Yeah, and this Dessler says here, and that was a great play. Dial up the deep ball, something you haven't seen all day. Great pickup by the blitz from Cook Jr. And Cesar is showing he has an arm. He does have an arm. They just got to let him put it to use here.
Surprised to see that. Able to uncork that one, but just couldn't connect. See what they can do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 15. Play action fake. There and Cesar's is running. He gets to the 40, 45, and he steps out of bounds to the 46. Great playmaking, something out of nothing there with 1 minute and 1 second left. That's going to get them the 1st down as well, up with 2nd and 15. Great play there for Belleville.
Showing off feels kind of a sense of urgency here for the Buccaneers. But Cicero able to get out to the left, saying, nope, nothing there. Cut back, follow the blocks, and able to get out to the sideline and stop the clock.
Absolutely. 6-yard line, 1st and 10, minute and second up. Time. Not a lot of time, but time. We'll see what they dial up here.
Bucks on that they need to put points up on the board as they are down 28-0 here.
4 wide receivers set here. 3 to Cesary's left, 1 to his right. Here goes, and that play was not a good pass at all. He was feeling the pressure, and he hit it short on 3 wide receivers throwing a slant right into the paw at the 50-yard line for the Cougars logo.
Defensive line was in there quick, but I do want to note, Joe, the Cougars are respecting the arm of Cicero now. They had 2 safeties out for that play, something that we have not seen throughout this entire game as they were so hell-bent on stopping the run. But now seeing that arm, maybe the Bucks might have an offensive air game going.
And they might. Once again, 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cesary's bubble screen here, and it's just dropped by number 5, Tobias Lopez. They try to run a bubble screen here there to get him some yards, but it looks like just the cold hands and a cold night came back to bite him.
Lopez, you look and still move. They have some speed to him. Can't connect on that one. Another miscue for the Bucks.
10, the 40-yard line, 52 seconds left to go in the half. Three wide receivers to the left once again, 1 to the right. Cesare takes the snap. Hand off to Cook Jr. Cook Jr. pounding his way forward, but he's only able to get to the 49. 3-yard gain.
Surprised they're not taking a timeout here as the clock's still rolling with 30 seconds to go.
4th and 9, and it looks like they're sending out the punt unit once again, and it looks like both teams are basically just conceding. Let's get this to halftime here. Canes is back to receive the punt. Let's see if they even get it off. He's on the 30-yard line. Now he's moving back to around the 26. 10 seconds left to go. 4th and 7. Cougars up 28-0 on the Belleville Buccaneers. Are they going to even snap this football? No, they are not. When we go to halftime, the Columbia Cougars thrashing the Belleville Buccaneers 28-0. We'll send it to a break real quick. Welcome back to WSOU Sports presenting high school football. The Belleville Buck taking on the Columbia High School Cougars. Columbia is winning 28-0 at halftime. And as a halftime report, we're going to send it over to Matt.
I mean, this was the second quarter with all Columbia. They were playing very old school kind of football. They're like dominating on defense and just pounding the run game. This is just dominating. So good right now for Columbia. And really, there's nothing they could do better at this point. And to lose this game, they have to basically go. I don't even know. They just completely vanish. Like all the players just mysteriously disappear. I mean, they're playing so well right now. There's basically nothing they could do to lose this game. But my words could be wrong. I could be jinxing the team right now. You never know. But I mean, Columbia is playing so well that I don't think Belleville is going to even have a shot at coming back.
Talk about a little bit of this defense that we're seeing by the Cougars. The defensive line getting after it right now, man.
It's insane. I mean, this offensive line by Belleville isn't that good, but I mean, granted, this defensive line by Columbia is just insane. I mean, they kind of know they're going to go for a run play every single time. This quarterback isn't really that good at passing it. He's way more of a mobile QB, but they're mostly going runs every time, so they're going to know that they're going to play. They're going to go for those runs, so they're just going inside every time, trashing those offensive linemen, just getting inside and just playing very well in the defensive effort.
Now, how does Belleville try to get back in this game, try to get more competitive? We saw the offensive moving a little bit more towards that with some urgency, but only a minute left. Couldn't get it past the 50-yard line.
I mean, luck. Luck. I mean, they're doing okay in the running game. They've gotten some decent plays in the running game, so just pounding that run game, as well as just playing extremely good defense. They have to make sure that Columbia can't score for the rest of the half. So, I mean, to be honest, pray. just pray they get that for a miracle at this rate. And I'm gonna bite my words on this. I know I am, because I always do. But Columbia just playing so dominant right now that I just don't see a way Belleville can come back.
You see Columbia fired up there on the sideline. They're ready to get going back here in the second half, Joe.
Yeah, it's a blowout, man. You can't slice it any other way. But you know what you can slice multiple ways? Turkey. Thanksgiving is coming back soon. And it's actually my favorite holiday. I don't know about yours. I think you got everything good. You got football, you got food, you got family.
Oh, I'm completely there with you, Joe. By far my favorite holiday. You said it, 3S, family, football, and food. There's nothing better. And I think this Cougars team and the Bucks team, they're ready to eat, ready to get this game started here in the second half.
Absolutely. And I mean, if we're John Madden, Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, who right now is getting to carve the turkey out on the field?
You know, there's a lot of different ways I can go here. There's so many different ways that the Cougars offense has been firing so far. Michael Caines has had the speed. He had the last touchdown to go, but you could also go with King Henry, Steve Henry. He has had some big-time plays so far. And, you know, maybe even go Joseph Holbrook, who's also almost gotten to the end zone on a big run. But I'm going to go with Michael Caines. He's my turducken for today.
Great choice there, and we're getting ready to kick off the second half. Third quarter, here's set to beginning. 28-0 in favor of the Columbia Cougars over the Belleville Buccaneers. Here's the kick, and it's taken in. Running up the field, going to the 30. 35, 40, fumble! And it's picked up, and Columbia's going to have it. Oh, my goodness. This game does not get any worse. Tobias Lopez fielded the kick for Belleville, but he got it stripped from him towards the end. 45-yard line. Belleville takes over. Not Belleville. Check that. Columbia takes over.
Best return that Belleville has had. They've had trouble securing the kickoff and able to get out to the 40, and Lopez not able to hold on the football. He's going down.
And once again, I mean, this is just the story of the game. Columbia capitalizing whenever they get a chance. Here they are. They are in a 4 wide receiver set, one back, who is, like we mentioned earlier, Steve Henry. He's out to the left of quarterback Kai Arrington. going right right to left here in favor for Columbia here. They're moving to the left. Screen pass here. Caught up the field. 40, 35. He's got one man to beat. He's going to get dragged down. That is Jahil St. Cyr. Gets the ball up to around the 24, maybe 23.
St. Cyr kind of upset. He thought he was breaking that one. But great first play in the second pass that we've seen that the Cougars can connect on.
Yeah, and both plays were screenplays. And, I mean, when you basically have to sell out to run the foot to stop the run and you get hit on a screen like that, great play call there by Columbia. So, 1st and 10 on the 23 for Columbia. Arrington in the gun. Once again, Henry to his left. 3 wide receivers lined out to the left and 1 out to the right. Here's the snap. Hand off to Henry. Henry finds a hole. Henry up the middle. Henry, 5, touchdown, Henry! They couldn't tackle him. He looked like vintage Jerome Bettis or right now, King Henry, and he hits the gritty. Oh my gosh, 34-0 here with 11 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
You love the way Henry runs with so much speed and ferocity. He put his shoulder down, and they could not bring him down. I mean, there's no way at 19 Steve Henry at 5'9" is able to lower his shoulder like that and carry people into the end zone. And that same momentum that the Cougars had in the first half is still going right here in the second half, and they're out 35-0.
Yep, just connected on that extra point. 35-0 here. And they scored in under a minute. They scored in under a minute right there. And this game is out of hand. And I'm going to go after that play. I mean, I had it at halftime. I didn't get time to say it because of the kickoff and everything. Steve Henry is my turkey recipient. He gets to call the turkey today. And yes, call me short-sighted because I just saw that. But this man has been gashing runs all game long, and he is deserving of calling the turkey. And even more, I like to put all 3 running backs out there. Holdbrook, Kane, doing great, and they all deserve to get a piece. Each one, maybe 2 get a turkey leg. Another one gets part of this team has just been dominant.
Yeah, I love it. Henry, he had the first quarter touchdown. Maybe that's what it is. Coming out of the break, he starts things off. Then you send it over to Kane. Then you send it over to Holdbrook to finish things off. I mean, so many different ways this running attack can come at you, and it's firing on all cylinders. And Belleville can't slow down Columbia.
Absolutely. Now they're getting ready to kick off again. And we'll see if this time Belleville can actually get their offense onto the field. Columbia, kicker's getting ready to boot this one deep. Here it is, up in the air, and this one's going to go once again to Lopez. Lopez up the middle, and he gets RKO'd once again. 2 RKOs out here. They are just abusing Belleville. And I believe, was that number 9, Charles Obiagwa?
I believe so, Joe.
And what a performance from this running back crew. They're getting in on its special teams, obviously on offense, and even a little bit on defense.
Doing everything out there, showing out for this Cougars team, and the physicality shown on special teams. I feel like every time there's a big play made by the kicking game from the Cougars right now, they meet everyone on the kickoff with ferocity. They're able to force a turnover on that kickoff and able to bring down Lopez.
Well, here comes Belleville. 1st and 10 on the 26. They have a chance here to maybe get some consolation points because this one's basically over. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, which is Najee Harris. In the backfield, nope, he slots out left, and it gets tipped up, but it is caught. And he gets tackled right away. That was number 15. Let me double check who that was. Derek Lee out in the backfield. James Cook Jr. was not out there.
I'm looking forward to see what the Bucs do here. You need to get some type of momentum. And closing out in that first half, they went towards the air. And it had some production there. And now they're getting out on the screens on 1st down. See if they continue to attack through the air.
Now this time they've got 3 wide receivers out to the right. 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff, Lee, and he's going to get stuffed. That defensive line for Columbia is just insane right now. Stuffed in the backfield. 3rd and 8 now. And no, 3rd and 9. Check that. Loss of 1. And, I mean, what do you do here?
They had absolutely nowhere to go. Let's see what Cersei can do. Dropping back. 3rd and 9. It's pick-upable. It's still early in the second half, down 35-0. Maybe we see him with a quick slant. Maybe they attack, try something else.
Yeah, I think you have to. And it looks like, is that no? Cook out there running attack. 3 wide receivers out to the right. Looking deep. And it's going to be incomplete. Great pass break up there by number 2, Jahil St. Cyr.
Have to say, Brian DeSources was able to get a step on the defense there, but Cicely didn't throw that ball. Able to get a step on the defense there, but Cicely didn't throw that ball long enough and just short, and surprised that didn't turn that ball over there. Need to air that ball out and let your wide receiver run under it.
Yeah, he really did beat St. Cyr, and he just couldn't, and he just underthrew it there, letting St. Cyr get back in there for the pass breakup. So 4th and 9. Once again, we're seeing Belleville's punting unit out, 35-0 in favor of the Columbia Cougars here. And back to return the kick is Michael Keynes, who's already broken off some big runs today.
Keynes, who I gave the turkey carving to, and I'm excited to see what he can do if he can return one here.
Here's the kick, and this one's going to be short. It's going to take a bounce at the Belleville 47, and bounce all the way into the Columbia 43.
Different punter there. In the first half, we saw 17 Nicholas Franco, but Anthony Cesare was there at punter and possibly could have been a fake to get things going, but he punts it off.
Well, would you like to make a friendly wager here?
Okay, I'm in.
Run play on first down.
I don't know about the odds on that one. I think you might win that.
Yeah, I think so too. We'll see what formation the Columbia Cougars line up in. And there's only one wide receiver here. 2 out to the right, 2 out to the left. 1st and 10 on the 42 for the Columbia Cougars. Looks like Keynes is in the backfield here. They're running a jet sweep. No, up the middle is Kai Harrington. Harrington, he gets to the 50 and then make it up 40, maybe 48. There's a QB draw there.
Harrington almost a juke away of getting out to the sideline and break a big time run. But on 1st and 10, able to pick up a big chunk of yardage there.
2nd and 1 now. Let's see what they go here. They've been running exclusively basically from the shotgun unless they get down in goal to go situation. And once again, we see Henry out to the right of Harrington. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Let's see what the play call is here. Here's the snap. Screen pass here. Up the middle, up the sideline is number 10, but there's a flag down. And I'm going to go with holding. But as of right now, number 10, Owen McGuffrey there with the pickup of a bunch of yards. But again, I'm going to guess it's going to be a holding call there on the screen pass.
That one's definitely coming back. Zamir Grove was trying to seal it off, but the wide receiver goes on the outside of Grove instead of on the inside of the back, and that's going to be a holding call every single time.
For sure. Now they go back. They're back on their own side of the field. So it turns into a replay down. So it's still 2nd down here for the Cougars. But now it's going to be 2nd and 6, I believe, on the 46. 2nd and 6 on the 46. Maybe 2nd and 7.
I really like the screen call there. Get things off base. Belleville not knowing where that's going to come as the running game has been stout so far tonight. Let's see what they do here on 2nd down.
Once again, they're in their 2 running backs set and in the gun, but it's going to be ruled dead. And it's going to be a false start, so they're going to get pushed back even more.
I think Grove moved a little bit too soon on that one, unfortunate back-to-back flags, but the first one wasn't really his fault.
2nd and 11 now. And, well, we'll see what they do here. Once again, they're lining up in the 2 running back set. Looks like it's Henry, and is that Keynes out there to Harrington's right? There to Harrington's right. We'll see. It is Keynes, but it's given King Henry. Henry at the middle. Henry taking 2 guys with him, making that 3 as he gets the 1st down. What a run. Track that down as I think that was a 16-yard run there, if I'm not mistaken. But nonetheless, it's a 1st down for the Cougars.
Keeping the legs churning. He got an extra 3 or 4 yards. Oh, I think we have a player down.
And it looks like it was wide receiver who was out to the right here. Maybe, is that Canes? Could that be Canes, the running back?
You hate to see an injury like that when you're up 35-0. Hopefully they'll be okay. Looks like
That's not Canes. No.
St. Cyr went over to check on him. Still unsure about the number of who's laying down there.
Yeah, that's an off. You never want to see injuries.
It is Michael Caines that we're getting word from Matt over there.
He gets up, and let's see. Hopefully he'll get back into this football game. Maybe just a twisted ankle. He's walking on his own power here, which is a great sign.
But Caines having a great night so far. Already 2 touchdowns in the first half. And when you're up 35-0 with a great player like that, you never want to see them in danger. So we'll see if we'll see him later on in this game.
For sure, hopefully. And if that is the night for Canes, which it might be just precautionary because they're up so big, give him an extra scoop of mashed potatoes or mac and cheese, man. He's played great.
Whatever he's been eating, keep on feeding him.
For sure. So Arrington once again in the gun. Henry's the only back. He's to the right of Arrington. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the play. Snap, screen play, and it's picked off! And he's going to juke Arrington. That is number 4, gets tackled on a great tackle. Number 4, Anthony Cesare, the quarterback. But now he looks like he just hurt his ankle there. And Arrington there telegraphed that pass. They saw Henry got a great jump on the play. He looks like he might have moved early, first off. And he kind of showed that it wasn't going to be a run because how quick he got off his block. Because of that, Cesare saw the screen coming, which is really the only pass that the Cougars have run all game, and was able to jump it.
That's exactly what the Buccaneers needed, and they're in their best field position, but now they're going to have to go through a new quarterback as Cesare was able to jump that play, but when he got brought down on that tackle, he hobbled up, might be a problem with his knee. They're working on him on the sideline.
And Brent Rojas is in at quarterback now. Let's see what happens. Cook Jr. is in the backfield with a fullback, and he fumbles it, but he recovers it. He drops it on the ground, but now it looks like he might have only lost 1 yard. Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Very lucky bounce there for Cook Jr. That could have been another disastrous mistake, but the Buccaneers need to take advantage of the gift that the Cougars have given them. As they're down by so much right here, they need to score.
Second here on Cougars 31. Cougars are heading 35-0 here in the third quarter. Ball's on the right hash mark here for the Belleville Buccaneers. Once again, Rojas is in at quarterback for the injured Anthony Cesare. We'll see if they decide to take a shot with him or if they continue to try to pound the rock with the bell cow, James Cook Jr.
Rojas, a sophomore, 5'10", 160.
They give it to the fullback, and he breaks a tackle. They looked like they were going for the strip, but instead, Lamar Reed was able to get not the first down. He was able to get back to the line of scrimmage and hold on to the football. And it looked like there was a late flag. This could be unnecessary roughness here on the Cougars.
We'll see what it is, but Justin Anderson looked like he almost got when the Cougars were on offense.
And yes, that is unnecessary roughness on the Cougars. So now, best chance of the game for Belleville to get points. Ball's being placed on what looks to be the 16-yard line here. So, for the first time of the game, the Belleville Buccaneers are in the red zone.
And here comes Cesare. He's feeling a lot better now. Let's see if he can take a shot real quick and get the Buccaneers into the end zone.
And it is to be noted, Rojas was not handling that football off very well at all. So, Cesare being back in this game is huge for that. Once again, they have that outright move by Cesare, and he gets tackled. And they tried to run some type of play action fake there with a boot. Didn't really work out well. So push him back there. He might have lost almost 10 yards. Not 10 yards, but he lost a decent chunk of yards. And it's now going to be second down, 35-0 once again in the third quarter. Cougars leading. And we're just waiting on the spot here for how many yards away it is. 2nd and 17, so a 7-yard loss on the play, taking it right out of the red zone. Once they get right in, they get taken right out.
Great eyes by the defense there, able to stay home. They wanted to set up the boot for the Bucks, but they were not having it. Shut it down by the Cougars.
Accessories in the gun. Play action fake. And that ball, he tricked me there with that pump fake. Great pump fake from Cesare, but either way, it's incomplete. 3rd and 17 now with 30 seconds left in the quarter.
That clock's still rolling even though it's an incompletion.
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh, okay. Getting notes from our producers over here that they're winding the clock because of the score being so out of hand right now.
Well, I understand, but Belleville, I'd be angry. Losing valuable chances. The Columbia Cougars are up 35-0 over the Belleville Buccaneers. Last quarter here to play. And once again, you're listening to WSU High School Sports. We are back here in the fourth quarter of play with the Columbia Cougars leading the Belleville Buccaneers 35-0. The 3rd and 17 on the Cougars 20, Belleville in the ball. Accessories in that quarterback. 3 guys split out wide, 1 to the left. 1 running back. Accessory rolling out, deep pass, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by, let me get that number 5, is that? No, number 6, Mr. Tristan Reynolds. Tristan Reynolds, have a day, man. And once again, the Columbia Cougars are just showing their might.
Big time turnover. But, Matt, as we're heading into the fourth quarter, what are you thinking about this game so far, and how can they wrap things up?
Just keep up playing the way they're playing. I mean, Columbia made some mistakes in that third quarter, but I mean, you're up 5-0, you can afford those mistakes. They just need up for that mistake right there with that interception. As they're up by 35 right now, so the clock's running down. So just keep the clock running, keep staying up by 35, and to be honest, that's really all Columbia have to do.
Very tough scene for Belleville. They had the gift, their best field position that they've had all night, and they can't do anything with it. Matt, isn't that just the whole story of this team?
Here's the story of the game.
Arrington out wide. Arrington takes a snap himself, and he just runs for a few yards there. Sorry to cut you off there, Matt.
I mean, they're getting decently close every time, but it's never enough, and it's just kind of sad to see at this point. You're kind of rooting for them to score at least one touchdown at this point. Just not even out of pity, you just want to see them score something. But you don't even know at this point. It's clock's winding down. Columbia have the ball. They could go up. They go up 42 for all we know. This is just getting way too out of hand.
Don't want to have that goose egg still up there. But, Matt, we're discussing Thanksgiving. All right? Coming up, we want to get your thoughts about it. Is it the top holiday? Because for us, we love it. We'll get it after this play first.
Here's a snap, handoff on a jet sweep. And McGruff gets a few yards there. Gets past the 20-yard line on the 2nd and 6. Turns into a 3rd and 3, I believe. 3rd and 2, check that. And yeah, so what's your opinions on Thanksgiving, Matt?
I'm not a big Thanksgiving guy. I like the football. I like when those good college basketball games on. But it's just not my type of holiday. I prefer something like Christmas or Halloween or something like that. I like the days off of school. That's kind of nice. But I mean, to be honest, I just like being by myself. I don't really like to spend time with all of my family all the time.
McGruff on the screens gets the ball, fumble. It's out, recovered, but there's a flag on the play. I believe this is just going to be offensive holding, so it won't matter. And it looks like once again we're going to get a change of possession with Belleville Cougars taking over the ball.
Big time gift there for Belleville, but with the clock still rolling and just under 9 minutes to go, it might be a little bit too late to get back 35-0, but maybe they can break back into this. But for Matt, who's been eating so far? Who are you going to give the extra turkey this Thanksgiving?
I'm gonna give a few people. I'm gonna say, first of all, Tristan Reynolds for the defense. He has been very good. He had that 1 interception. I think he has 2 interceptions so far, plus I think 2 sacks. He's been very good on the defensive effort. On the offensive side, I'll give it to Mikey Keynes. Like, he's just very, very good this game, and he's just doing what he always does this season. And you know what? I'll even give it on special teams. Kick Henry Aaron. He's a freshman. His brother was the QB before Nick Aaron, before he tore his ACL. But Henry Aaron's doing a really good job as the kicker, going 5 for 5 on extra points so far. So I'm going to give him the turkey leg on special teams.
So 1st and 10 here for Belleville on the 33-yard line. The Cougars 33 after that turnover. Cesare takes the snap. Oh, no, not yet. There's a motion play here. Takes a snap, goes deep. One look. And for DeSouza again, and nothing there. He just overthrows it, and he telegraphed that pass there. There was no one else he was looking for.
Couldn't connect on that one. Go ahead, Matt.
Oh, yeah, I would give it to him in special teams. And, overall, to be honest, I would give it to everybody on Columbia. Everybody. This is their last game of the year. So I would personally give it to all of the Columbia team. And, here we go. We have a bit of a yeah, okay, I won't say that. We have so many in right now. Joe Fabiano, number 56. Everybody's kind of excited about that one right there. Playing offensive lineman. He's playing defensive lineman, sorry. But, yeah, just give it to everybody in
Here's
Columbia.
a snap. Cesare again, getting blitzed. Chucks it deep, and it's going to be caught. No one was there, and number 31, Najee Harris, was just waiting for it there. He just caught it, and now, once again, the Belleville Buccaneers are in the red zone.
Big laps there on defense, wide open right down the middle, and Cersei able to connect with him. But if he was able to hit that sooner, he might be in the end zone. But, Matt, I want to go back. Who's this 56 guy, this Fabs man? Tell us a little bit about him, why he's so special getting in the game.
Let me tell you. This is Joe Fabiano, number 56. We like to call him Big 56. One of the funniest people you will ever meet. I'll say that about him. Overall, everybody's excited to see him play right now.
Let's see.
First down snap, out to Harris Jr., and he goes nowhere.
Absolutely nowhere, gang tackling, and once again,
Cook Jr., check that, my bad.
Our man Justin Anderson, he's been all over the field so far for this defensive line. I mean, Cougars, what else can you say? You're up 35-0, completely controlled this game from start to finish. Matt, thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything else you want to shout out at the end of this season so far? How has this been for you?
It's been a good experience. I'm really happy this was able to pan out and just happen. I'm really glad to work with you guys, and I just hope that everything else turns out well with the pandemic, and I hope I'm able to do basketball whenever we're able to play basketball. So I'm thankful for this. This is what I'm thankful for Thanksgiving.
Beautiful. Here's the snap, sir. Cersei connects. Touchdown. No. Yes. No. Maybe. Touchdown. What a play. The late call. Great air out from Cersei. And that went to number 18. Let's double check that name before we move on. Terrence Folks for the score. And we're just like that. Belleville will get on the board. 35-6 here. And what are your thoughts about that play?
No more goose egg, able to find the tight end, sealing up the seam and connect for that big-time touchdown. Belleville, you needed that. in the offense, able to go into the air game. Through the air, it's been kind of working a little bit. Through the air, it's been kind of working a little bit. Search some time, and he can find his man. That showed on that drive.
Absolutely here, and now going to add on the extra point. Let's see how it goes. High snap, kick up, and it's good. 35-7 with 4 minutes to play. Cougars are leading. Once again, this is WSIU High School Sports. And let's see, will Cougars be able to put up 40-plus points on Belleville?
Over under with less than 4 minutes, and we're still rolling because they're up by so. The running game has been so good, and they can break one so quickly. We've seen it all night and throughout the season. I don't know, Joe. I don't know. I think they have enough time to maybe do
There
it.
definitely is enough time. The question is, do they really go for it like that?
Well, we saw at the end of the first half, I don't think they saw Michael Kane being able to break one going into half of their 21-0 with a minute 32 to go, but they broke that one. So let's see what they can do there.
For sure. Now you see the Cougars getting a return unit. The Belleville Buccaneers are now just running on. Belleville Buccaneers are now just running onto the field here. Once again, 35-7 with 3 minutes left to play. Cougars are beating the Belleville Buccaneers, Columbia Cougars, that is. And see, Kane's back there. Kane's back and healthy. That looks like Kane's to me.
It looks like Kansas is ready to go back out there. But I'm wondering if Belleville goes on for an onside kick, what procedure they would go about it with if they were to.
What interesting. And you can see they're trying to take up a little bit of time here with the way they're getting the kicking unit out.
Not a lot of urgency, Joe. It's a cold night. It's been a long game.
Here we go. Here's the run up. Slow. Like a little pooch kick. Picked up. Outside. Up the middle. There he goes. That is number 3, Kai Arrington. Kai Arrington up the sideline. He gets a block. There goes 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Kai Arrington out the pooch kick. Oh my gosh. Pandemonium here at Cougar Stadium. Oh my goodness. What a play from Kai Arrington, the quarterback. They send the quarterback out there to receive a punt, and he takes it the distance. House call for Kai Arrington. What a night. What a game. Cougars up 41-7 with 1:45 seconds left to go.
Can you believe that? There was a time I thought they had him down at the 50, but he finds himself squeaked out right by the sideline, and then he is gone. Arrington with so much speed, able to take it the distance. And, Joe, I think they're going to make it to 40.
I think they are too, and here's their chance to add on for 42. 41-7, 1:23 seconds left here in this game.
The coaching staff has left the booth next to us. It's all done here because it's been all Cougars all night.
The snap, the kick, it's up and it's good. The Columbia Cougars are basically finished now with a minute left of their rout of the Belleville Buccaneers, 42-7. What a game, what a senior night, and what a season for the Columbia Cougars.
One of the best seasons that they've seen in quite some time. They're going to finish 4-3 on the year. And so good as they had dropped some of the last 3 games, but able to secure the win tonight over Belleville, 42-7, as that clock's still on rolling. And Joe, it's been so much fun being up here with you, man.
It has been great, Christian. It was great to get back on the horse, so to say. And you know what? Get some mashed potatoes and maybe even a turkey leg for Kai Arrington. Maybe we'll have to make 4 turkeys. I think Matt had the right point here where everyone gets turkeys. And now, 15 seconds left. Are they even going to kick this ball off? I don't think they will. And you see some Cougars players hitting the gritty, and there's going to be no kickoff here. That's going to be the game. The game ends on a Kai Arrington kickoff return for a touchdown. And I don't think there's any better way to end this game. If there's no – that's just – the way the game went, that's what was supposed to happen.
It was just so many big plays that out of nowhere you don't expect for this Cougars team the entire year. You can put up points in a bunch, so much speed in that backfield. Kai Arrington, you didn't speed in that backfield. Kai Arrington, you didn't think he would be the quarterback coming into this season, but was able to bring the Cougars to a 4-3 record, and the running game was stout. No matter which way you slice it, the Cougars were completely getting it done.
Stupendous game, stupendous run game, stupendous everything here, man. And you know what? It was a pleasure to be on the call today with you, Christian, and you too, Matt. And this is Joe Camarota and Christian Gardner from WSOU Sports High School Edition here. And we are signing off. Once again, thank you for tuning in. The Columbia Cougars beating the Belleville Buccaneers 42-7.